whoa, when did we get here? I'm so excited to be here. It's been such a long time. I haven't been on YouTube for a while because of several reasons. One being I have a 9 to 5 job, so I'm basically busy for 8 hours of the day. First 8 hours I'm sleeping, preparing to go to the job. Second 8 hours of the day, I am actually doing the work. The rest, I'm traveling back home and I'm kind of relaxing in preparation for the next day. Crazy, huh? The kind of content that I give you guys is the kind of content that needs to be verified with evidence. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I'm not gonna do that to myself. My dignity. Giving you guys content that hasn't been verified by a researcher, a reliable source, never. Nope. No fam, not happening here. We give you guys facts here. We give you guys reliable sources here. We give you guys references here. So if that's the kind of content that you're into, that's the kind of content creator you're into, you want someone who's gonna give you reliable sources and not someone who's just gonna thumbsuck some things, then this is the kind of platform that you need to subscribe to. So what are you waiting for? Without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Miss South Africa, the organization, recently announced their top 30 ladies that are going to be voted to become the top 10. The judges that chose the top 30, according to several news outlets, are deemed to be quite elite, a first-class panel of judges. They've contributed in their own respective industries, and they are big names in those particular industries, so you could say they are quite elite. And these people include Makosazana Zwane, Lisa Laurie, Simone Notman, Governor Kosinkosi, Nobukosi Mukwebo, and Tando Tabete. So there are big names. I only know several people here. Some people I don't know, but then yeah, they're not the important people for this video anyway, so we don't need to know much about them. I really want to know what the judges look for when they choose their top 30. I mean, there were probably, I don't know, thousands of applications, thousands of people who wanted to be part of this, and they only chose 30 out of like thousands of people. So I'm really intrigued about what they're really looking for, what the criteria is, but obviously the criteria might be private and something that is only known by people who are in the organization or affiliated with the organization. But by looking from the outside going in, obviously uniqueness is one. I mean, now in the competition rather, we are seeing women who are quite unique, who are different from the status quo of the competition, the initial status quo. We're seeing those elements being transformed now, that we're seeing a whole bunch of unique women who are black, who are wearing their natural hair as it is in the competition and competing with this hair. We're seeing women with different body types. I think that's what they look for. Uniqueness is number one. And number two, I think they look for people who are well-spoken, people who have an educational background, people who are smart asses. Number three, I think what they also look for is people who are independent, who have an independent nature, who break down the boundaries of society, or who are working towards that goal of breaking down the barriers of society, and women who are quite transformative in the way that they think. I think that's what they look for, because the majority of the women that are being chosen for top 30 are these kind of women, So these ladies will have to impress us. They will have to impress the judges, but not only the judges, they have to impress us as well as the general public, because we get to vote. Even though it's just one vote, and then the second votes, or if you want to vote more, then you have to, have some chankura. That's another conversation, by the way, because when I looked at the app, you can only vote once. When you want to vote again, you have to have, it just talks about, payments and stuff like that. That's another conversation on its own. We do know that in this country that the majority of the wealth is with the minority of the people. The minority being white people, let's be frank. So who's gonna really have the money to pay for these votes? I'll put all the details down below on how you can go about voting for your favorite person. And the next video that I'll have up will be my predictions from the top 30 who I think is going to make it to the top 10. So look out for that one. I want us to talk about Miss South Africa, the organization. This organization has evolved so much over the years, from a time when only white people were allowed to compete in this competition to then them branching off and having a subgroup of the competition where only black people were allowed to be a part of, that actually didn't have the same standard of the initial and the original competition, to now having this one competition where everyone in South Africa, irregardless of race, irregardless of culture, religion, ethnicity, irregardless of how you look like, irregardless of the kind of body you have, you are able to compete. And I think that is cause for celebration. It's really time that this country and the people in it saw black people for who they truly are. Having systems like Miss South Africa in place in our country, it validates us. It validates us as black people and people who have been excluded from things like these in this country before. It validates us that, wow, okay, we actually are good, you know, because then again, we have to realize that we've been taught that we're not good, we're not valuable, we're not worthy for so long, that our great parents gave that to their children, to their children, to their children, to us. It takes a long time to unlearn that. So when there are systems in place like Miss South Africa that validate us like that in a big scale, it makes a difference. And that is a cause for celebration, where we realize that, oh my God, oh my, what, me? Why is this competition important for us in South Africa? Why is it something to talk about? Why am I even talking about it? It is working towards breaking a lot of narratives about women that have been so instilled in our minds, that women can't come together, unite for a common goal without being a lot of bickering and a lot of fighting and a lot of whatnot. And the narrative that women hate one another, the narrative that women cannot work with one another. We're seeing that with this competition, that what? That's bull. Like, we can do this. We can come together. We can work together. We can work together and achieve a common goal. Masculinity has really painted this picture of women. They're telling us about us. They're telling us about us when they're not even us. They don't have boobs. They don't have, vaginas. They don't have, they don't even bear children, but they out here having the nerve to come here and tell us about us. And we believe them. This perspective and this narrative has been pushed and has been perpetuated by the patriarchal society and the patriarchal system, because they want to weaken the woman as much as they can. That's where Miss South Africa comes in, and they're trying to prove to us that, look, this narrative is very destructive. This narrative is wrong, in fact. And women can come together with all their differences. They can come together and do something that makes sense. Miss South Africa, the organization, needs more and more support from us so that they are able to grow substantially in this vision that I think they have in representing South Africa as well as they can. It's inspirational. Things like this we should not be taking lightly, people, especially as black people. We cannot take things like this lightly. We need to take it in and receive it with the utmost positivity and the utmost aspiration. As a result of our patriarchy, no, let me not even embrace this thing. Jeez, as a part of the patriarchal system that is in place, women in the past had to change themselves. Do you realize that? Women in the past had to change themselves to be deemed beautiful. The Now I'm South Africa, which I believe is a movement on its own, is proving that you don't have to change yourself. You don't have to change who you are in order to be accepted and be seen worthy and valuable by another group, by other people. It's okay to be yourself. And we are worthy just as we are. So yeah, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for tuning into this video today. I don't know, I feel like it felt good speaking about this. I don't know, I think as I was speaking to you guys, I also was speaking to myself how I need to see myself as valuable and as worthy, despite the systems that are in place that are prohibiting me from feeling that way. This was really just something for you and for me as well, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And I want to reiterate again how valuable you are and how you need to consistently and continue to believe in who you are, to believe in what you can offer the world and have faith in that. We all have the potential to succeed. We all have the potential to be something in the world and be great. So I hope this video has inspired you. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for being a part of this community. Let's continue to grow this community. Please hit the share button so that your friends and other people that you know and people that you don't know on social media can get a hold of my channel and our community and be a part of it. Please also hit the like button if you like this video. If you don't, just comment down below some things that you want to share with me. Hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can see me every time I pop up on this platform. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you on my next one. Bye. Like I always close my videos, nee. You must stop this, must nee. Listen, bruh, luister hierso, bruh, luister hierso. Let me carve you, bruh. Like I always close my videos. Ek sê mos, bruh, I can feel it in my soul, bruh, that you guys need to hear this. Just, bruh, if all else fails, bruh, like die wêreld gedoemd dood nou, bruh. Just, I feel it in my bones. I need to say this, bruh. If you black, bruh. If you black, bruh, you black, bruh. Soos ek. If you black, soos ek, bruh. Mos. If you black, bruh, you most beautiful, man. You must mooi. Hey, jy so mooi, bruh. Yeah, bruh, I'm done, bruh. See you next week, bruh. Whoosh.